Hello farmers, welcome back to No Man's Land. Month of January is here. We're selling our silage. I got about maybe 3 more full trailers after this and probably enough to get it like 3/4 full. It's almost 4 trailer loads to go. That should give us maybe 170. No, it's not going to give us 170. I'll be lucky to hit 165,000. A couple things we're going to be doing here today. Obviously, we're selling our silage. I did spend a little time also this morning cutting down some trees over by the silo bunker where the cow barn's going to go in the future. Cut down about 5 trees, brought the logs over to the sawmill. I have not turned the sawmill on because we got plenty of planks at Have a Seat, so at least I'll have the mill ready to go when it needs to be. So there is that. The other thing we got to do today as well is when on my way back here, this will be the first time I've done this, the field that we were creating right here around the corner, we're going to go down there. Yeah, we got some trees to cut that's in the field. So we need to trim those up, get those out. And that way I can get myself a tree stump grinder. Not sure which one I'm going to lease just yet. But we got to take care of the tree stumps. And of course, then at some point this spring, we got to take the rocks out. Or maybe leave them in. Depending on how I feel. And of course, then we'll go ahead and plant either sorghum or oats in the field. So that's kind of our plan for today. Oh yeah, I gotta feed the chickens. I was just checking on the chickens, and for some reason the chickens are almost out of food again. I thought I just fed them. I don't remember. But yeah, I'll have to take care of the chickens. So we got a few trees here to cut, not a whole lot. Like I think I said about a half dozen. These are light trees, so shouldn't be much of an issue. Can I get... hello? Oh, there it is. There we go. There's one. Might as well make my trips count, right? And then, of course, we're going to kind of skip through the rest of winter, wake up in March. In the meantime, keep our eye on the market. Make sure nothing comes up for sale that we might be able to use. Really looking for a harvester of some kind in our price range, but also not the Rasta Mash, because that is just not quite big enough anymore for what we're doing here. Oh, yeah, we also got to sell. We do have some bread to sell, I think about maybe 6,000 liters worth. And the price is still not that bad. Yes, I think the last time we sold them it was like 1870 or something like that. And it's still going for like 1820, so still not bad. So we got some bread to sell as well. So hopefully by the end of this episode, maybe we'll be able to get $180,000 in the bank account, which would be really, really good. Getting up there to where we probably could afford a decent harvester. Like I said, I would like to buy one just because leasing one all the time. And now that we're kind of planting different crops. Before, when I was leasing the harvester, I was trying to make the more bang for my buck by planting all one crop, so we're harvesting all in the same day. That way I'm not keeping the harvester for many days and paying ridiculous leasing fees on the harvester. I just cut down one tree there. I'm glad I left the grass around, because last time when I created the grass field, I think was the last one I did, I kind of got as close as I could to the trees to get rid of all the grass, but then when I cut the trees down and just left the stump, it was kind of hard to find the stump afterwards. Yep, that's in there. We're good. Can I fit all these trees in here? Actually, I got 3 more trees. Probably can. A little bumpy in the field. This is not going to give me a lot of liters of wood for the sawmill, but it's going to be good enough. Although, like I said, I cut down about 5 or 6 trees before I started selling the silage today. And I got a decent amount of wood in the sawmill. We can put that in there. And that way this little field is almost ready to go. Just got, like I said, got to chop up the stumps. The problem is that stump grinder can be rather expensive. Before, when I was mentioning about the stump grinder that we used to use all the time, it was like a real cheap one. Someone said it was in the skid steer section. I'm like, oh, it is? And I went and looked at it. I'm like, nah, that's not. Yes, it is a lot cheaper for that, but it's not the one that we've always used in previous versions of Farming Simulator. One more tree to go. And I'm not sure. I did look. I'm like, oh, could I use that? I'm not quite sure I could use that stump grinder. I'll show you here in a second what I'm talking about. In case you didn't know it was there either. Nope, just trying to find a decent... Come on, we saw... Oh, it was there for a second. Why are these small trees being such a pain? There we go. I also am thinking about putting down the biomass heating plant. And like I said, those are things we do not pay for because they're selling points. Those are people putting in their own factories and what we sell too. What that allows us to do is to give us another place to sell silage and wood chips, because our wood chips are starting to pile up a little bit in the sawmill and have a seat. Let's drop these miniature Christmas trees off here at the sawmill. Now with all this money coming in, I could also pay off my loan, but I mean, that would save me, what am I coming over here for? That would save me about $6,000 a year in interest fees that I'm paying. That would be nice, but I think we can spend the money at a better place at a current time. As for have a seat, how are we doing on furniture? I did clear it out this morning. And just keep in mind, when we sell these in the summer, they should go for about $2,000 a piece. So, that's looking kind of rich sitting there. We just have to wait. I mean, if you just compare it, if you want to see, furniture currently is selling for, I mean, it's not bad, you know, but I mean, we have seen up to almost $2,200, so $400 more per 1,000. That's quite a bit. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do when I come back now to the farm, instead of getting more silage, we're going to go over and fill up with some wheat or barley and top off the chickens, because I don't want to forget about the chickens. The chickens are making a lot of eggs, and of course we saw what eggs go for. That's also kind of nice. Let's go make sure the chickens are fed. That way, like I said, when I get done today, we can just kind of like skip through the rest of January, February, get ourselves into March. At the same time, checking the prices in the store, make sure what comes up for sale, you know, might be something that we're interested in. Let's just top it off with some wheat. So as for also fields, getting the 100% yield on the fields, I was talking about, geez, we got up to like 95%. The other 5% is for rolling. And then someone left a comment said, no, they roll the field can only get up to 98%. And yeah, the other thing that I forgot about as well is how to get up to 100%. Yes, okay, do everything that I did lime, 2-stage of fertilization, and then of course if you roll it, you get like 2.5% apparently. And don't forget, if you mulch your crop after you harvest it, that's the other 2% you're looking for, and I'll get it up to 100%. That's stuff that we just haven't got into yet. We got so many things that we need to buy. Spending money elsewhere currently is just a better option for us. Alright, so now the chickens are taken care of. They should be good until March now as well. Oh, and someone else did make a comment, like, because I thought about saying buying some lime to do the rest of the fields. They said it'd probably be cheaper if I go down buy rocks, bring the rocks back, and since I got my own lime production, it'd be cheaper that way. And that is a good point as well. So now when we go over to here to where our silo bunker is, you might be able to notice a little bit of difference. Like I said, I cut down about 5 or 6 trees back in this little corner right here. Kind of see a few tree stumps here and there. So that'll make room for the cow barn, but the cow barn's way on down the line. Because I think I'm just going to ahead and get the one that feeds the cows at the same time. Just because. Why not? Like I said, we're going to be here for a while, so might as well go for the more expensive stuff, and that way we can kind of show it off a little bit. I mean, we kind of looked at it on Elm Creek, but not enough. So I think it's going to be nice to have it around, especially when we get busy around here. Because, I mean, I don't want to say our final goal, but the kind of the goal that I'm really going for is at the bakery to be able to make cakes. In order to make cakes, you got to have a lot of production buildings and a lot of things to feed those production buildings. So it's going to take a while to get there. But I want to have every production building down on this map and just go ahead and produce everything. And some people said, well, you're going to get really busy. Yes and no, because, I mean, we can always slow down what we get done in a year. So, I mean, right now I'm doing maybe like 3-4 episodes for a season or something like that. In the future, we could be doing like 12 episodes in a year. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. I'm not going to try to cram everything into one episode or something like that. But, yeah. Anyways, that's a ways on down the road. Right now, we're just making bread, silage, eggs, tomatoes. Oh, another thing I was checking on, because tomatoes has a peak season. I was thinking, you know what, the greenhouse, what's the peak season for lettuce and strawberries, so I can rotate the crop that we grow inside the greenhouse, and that way we can sell it every time of the year. But the lettuce, strawberries, and tomatoes all peaked at the high price at the same time of the year. So swapping out what crop we grow in the greenhouse, didn't look too promising there. All right, so we got the trees out of the field that we created. I can't remember if that was last episode now or not. It's been a couple days. I was gone for a little bit here this past week, and now getting back in, so I can't remember if that was last episode, whenever it was. But we got those trees out of that field. Got the chickens fed. We're selling our silage. The silage price right now, it's kind of weird. It said the price is going down, but since I started delivering, it was $1.93, and currently the silage price is... The price is going up, but it says it's going down. I'm not sure about the economy in Farming Simulator 22, but it's gone up by $2, but it says the price is going down. And, oh yeah, by the way, for the tractor, yeah, I know the tractor is worn out and needs repair. Yes, we all know that. But for $9,000 every time I got to repair it, it's getting rather expensive. And I'm trying to hold off. In the distant future, when the money's coming in decently and we got enough of the farm equipment that we need, we'll definitely make sure our tractors and equipment are always repaired rather well and everything's good. But $9,000, I keep thinking, I hate to come up short on some cash for buying something. If we come up like $8,000 short, I'll be kind of sad a little bit. So right now, I mean, we probably may fix it this episode. We'll see how it goes at the beginning of spring. I'd like to fix it up for the year. That way it's good to go, because we do got to do some planting in a couple fields, some rock picking. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Maybe by the end of this episode we'll have a fully repaired T6 once again. This might be the last load. I'm not sure if I can get it all in here, because we do got a little bit of extra at the end of the silo. It's not really counted. Soon find out if we can get it all in. Let me go ahead and pick this up here, I think. I think my trailer is full and whatever I got left on the belt. So, I may have to put another pile outside for a while, because it's not going to be worth taking a trip down all the way back to the store to get an extra 20 some odd dollars. But this is the last trip for silage for now. Hopefully by the time May or June, I'm hoping May or June. Yeah, let's hope for May, that the grass feels ready to go. We cut some more grass, compact it in June. We're selling some silage, and also because the reason why I want June and July to sell the silage is because our furniture will be ready to be sold as well, and we'll have a whole bunch of cash. So about another $2,300 of silage to go in right here. Then when I go back, I'll just take the silage that's on the belt, put it into the trailer, make sure you turn the belt, because I don't have to pay more fees on that. I have no problem leasing the belt, because it's $2,000 to bring me in. Actually, I don't know how much I made on silage today. How much did I make on silage today? Right now, $46,817 on silage. I'll take that. Let's go park our T6 and trailer right here for a moment. We'll jump onto the belt. And unload into our trailer. Too far. And once I see the silage is done, like I said, we'll turn the belt, because I don't want to forget about it. Alright, it looks like it's emptied out. Lease and return. And our silo bunker better be empty. It is. We got that silage that was here, but put some back in. Actually, 3,540 liters. I'm not going to put that in a pile. I'll go down and sell it. It's not going to be a whole lot. Like I said, probably like $600. But $600 is $600. So when I come back, I'm going to come back and I'm going to take this trailer, put it back into the baling trailer, flatbed, however you want to call it, and I'll meet you back down at Bread Pit. We're going to load up the bread and sell it Well, either to the... Well, I don't know where we're going to sell it to. Got to see what the best price is. So I should have about 6 pallets of bread, maybe 7, because I've been making it since I last checked. But they're going to be going down to the farm shop, and when I was down selling the silage, I was thinking, why would I go all the way back to the farm when they got a workshop right here? So I went inside and told Sally, hey, convert this back over to a baling trailer if you could, please. And for free of charge, they did so. But this is going, the bread's going for about 1,800 per. So we'll bring that on down to the farm shop. Gonna bring in a good amount of money. I was hoping to get up to 180, and we should be able to do that. No problem. If I just take my time with the pallets, it's not that big of a deal. And today, I actually have a little bit of time. Well, I always say I got time, but I'd like to get a couple more things done. Speaking of getting more things done, if you probably noticed over the weekend, Griffin, Indiana came to an end. So now I'm going to get back on to another series. I kind of been working on it just a little bit the last couple of days, spending a half hour here, half hour there. Gold Rush, I'm thinking maybe Gold Rush. It's been about a month and a half since we've been in there, but we're just about ready to wrap that one up as well. So probably about a couple episodes of Gold Rush left to go. I don't know when the next episode will be, but yeah, I'm back. I mean, really back to playing it since about a month and a half. Haven't really touched it since the last episode, but we got a couple more things to do there. Wither Farms will be coming back soon, I hope, now with Griffin, Indiana being done. Griffin, Indiana was taking up a lot of my time near the end there. A lot of off-camera work was being done. A lot of big fields to work on there. So I'll free up some time to get back to the Wither Farms. I don't really know how much further Wither Farms is going to go either, but it's not going to be just 2 episodes. It should be at least a dozen more, I would think. But I really had no set plans on Wither Farms other than it will be coming back pretty soon. When I say pretty soon, that probably for me means in the next month or so. But I'll try to get one out as soon as I can. Now the holiday season is kind of mostly over. I shouldn't say mostly over. You're probably thinking, what are you talking about? But, you know, sometimes parties get put on hold because of certain things. And a lot of my friends and relatives' birthdays happen in December and January, so a lot of parties to go on there as well. And you get off there. So I actually do have 7 pallets of bread. I don't know how much flour we got left in here, but... Oh, and I was thinking when I was going back and forth the silage there, I keep saying I want to plant oats and sorghum. I don't want to plant sorghum. The reason why, nothing wrong with the crop itself, but since we are running the chopped straw mod to where we get a stage of fertilization from chopped straw, well, with sorghum, there is no chopped straw, so probably be better if I just plant oats. Because wheat and barley is in the fall, so we got 2 fields of plant this spring, so it'll be oats in all the fields. Now let's come over to here. So got no more bread. We still got 19,000 liters, so that's going to be what we got. Yeah, almost 10 more. Almost 10, but it's going to be 9 more pallets of bread to be made. So that may take a couple months to produce that. Let's hook up to our trailer. I probably should, before I do anything, let's go over and strap these in. These, like I said, are going to the farm shop. While we're at the farm shop, I think I'm going to top off with some diesel fuel as well. And then I think we are done for the month of January. And then we'll just go ahead and skip, kind of skip all the way to March, other than checking on the store to see what's popped up in the used section. And then when March comes around, we'll see what March has to offer. And then I'm thinking we're going to place down the biomass heating plant. Gives us another option to sell silage and wood chips somewhere decently. So we got 7 pallets at 1,800. That's like $12,000 worth. Am I correct there? in saying that? Sure, sounds good. I like how fast the bread sells. Tomatoes, for some reason, take forever to sell. $12,610 does get us over $180,000 for now. Because as we know, when we sleep through the days, yep, I'm going to be losing $1,000 a day-ish between production buildings and loan interest. So I'm just ready to go back to the... Oh, I said I was going to fill up with some diesel fuel. Don't want to forget to do that. Let's go get some diesel fuel. And then, like I said, we're just going to go ahead and sleep through until March. I'll just check quickly on the store as I do so. So if I see it before March, that means something's coming up rather interesting in the store. And we got to find out a way to purchase it if we can. I don't think it's going to be $2.63 for diesel fuel. Is that the price I've been paying on a tank lately? Not $2.12 today. Just so happens, if you wonder what I'm talking about, we refueled the T6 2 times in a row and it ended up being the same price. It's almost like I ran the T6 right down to the same amount of fuel. And yes, I do realize we're burning more fuel because the T6 is kind of worn out. Kind of. It's 100% worn out. Anyways, I'm going to go back to the farm, put my feet up, and wait for springtime while I keep checking the store page. March is here. Not much went on during the winter, as you would expect. Well, it was 1 month, right? It was February. So there was one interesting tractor. It was the John Deere 9477, was it? Might still actually be in there. And actually right now, this is interesting. There are no used vehicles for sale in the store. That was rather interesting. What John Deere? It had to be a medium. Oh, sorry, it was a 4755. This one right here, right? Yeah, 190 horsepower. So, yeah, I mean, we are looking for a bigger tractor, but yeah, nothing that we are in the works for now. Bread pit finished making all the bread last month, so I deactivated that. So that's fine. That's turned off. So the only thing we got running are the chickens, and Have a Seat is running, and the greenhouse is going. All right, so let's come over here. We'll make some of you happy. I'm going to spend some cash and fix the T6 tractor because it does need repair. It seems like it bottomed. I am at 100% worn out, and the max is 9315. I can run it forever and a day, and this total will not go up. But we're going to go ahead and repair it because we will be seeding with it in this month. All right, so we still got $170,000 in the bank account, which is not too bad. But the other thing we're going to put down now, because, I mean, it's been a couple years, and I'm pretty sure hauling silage and then grain and then bread and everything, probably a good idea at some point to put down. And I was always waiting for another one to come along, but we got to go here to, is it miscellaneous? No. Where's the, oh, it's in tools. Okay, wait a minute, I got to go here, construction. And tools. There we go. And of course, this is a pressure washer. And we'll rotate it so it kind of faces the correct way. We'll kind of snug it up to the building. 4,500. And of course, what you can do is you take the pressure washer, come on over here. Our tractor really is not that dirty, honestly, but then again, it did rain not long ago when I used it in the rain, and when you run it in the rain, well, it keeps it nice and clean. I know in the repair shop it says paint is really worn out, but I don't think that's working. The T6 is looking pretty darn good. Let's go over here and pressure wash our trailer as well. That has done a lot of work and is really dirty between silage, grain, loading up pallets and whatnot. Alright, there we go. Kind of strange, nothing in the used vehicle department. So, like I said, a harvester this year would be really, really good. As far as the hose goes, yeah, we're all fine. But, yeah, I mean, we could have the money, definitely when we sell the furniture. Definitely should have more than enough money to buy a combine. Question is, which one will we get if we don't find one for sale? What would be really a great bonus is if one of those really big combines like the 9T/10T, the Class Lexi, is the Class Lexi in 22? Harvesters. But I'm going to try to stay away from Lexian only because I use the Lexian on No Man's Land in 19. I've been using the 10Ts on Griffin, Indiana. So, I mean, the Massey Ferguson and the Fendt, same combine if you want to look at it that way. The John Deere would be nice, but look at the price of the John Deere compared to everything else. Really expensive. The case, I don't know, something about the case. Can we get tracks on the case? Is that a thing? Oh, you can. What is the capacity of the 14.4? That's not too bad. I mean, let's be honest though. I mean, anything, we don't even have a combine. But if we're kind of looking for something for this year, you know, if one doesn't come up for sale, probably either one of these two, because we're looking at that's something we might be able to afford, like another $100 and some odd thousand for the combine, but we will need the header to go along with it. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Definitely have to wait and see. But the last thing I want to do today is we are going to put down the biomass heating plant. Hopefully, yeah, we'll be using this next episode planting oats. Hopefully. But I still got more work to do before we get to planting oats because that field down there, it has rocks in it and also still has some tree stumps into it. I guess I'll bring the trailer along with us. Now I got to remember, I kind of got a place picked out for the biomass heating plant. It's not that big of a plant. But I want to keep it away from all the other factories because, yeah, like I said, we want to kind of spread ourselves out a little bit here. Where am I? No, that's the wrong button. Let me go up to the map so I can kind of figure out where are we here. Yeah, I'm going the right direction. You can kind of see the road coming up along here. I want to put it like in this corner here by field 17 next to the forest. Well, right in here is where the biomass heating plant's going to go. Nice and flat. Kind of over if you were here, is that a couple years ago now? Yeah, a couple years ago now when we started No Man's Land in 19. Yeah, we had a volcano coming down here with some lava. That was kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and see how much this building is so I can cheat the money in, because like I said, we don't pay for the sell points. Production, selling points, and is it this one right here? Biomass heating plant is 40,000. Okay, so we'll give ourselves the 40,000, and any extra we have to pay for. So let's go back in here. Production, selling points, biomass heating plant. Let's rotate it around this way. Okay, it looks bigger now that I'm out here. What is the front? Okay, that might be the front. Is there an actual front to this building? I mean, you would think to where the sign is, but that doesn't quite look like the front. I think it looks better this way. So, yeah, there's going to be some landscaping here. Not a whole lot. Am I in a tree here? There's a tree somewhere in the back. I finally just said, you know what? Put it on down. Oh, yeah. So it's a little bit... We'll have to do some landscaping later on. But now they will take silage and wood chips. So if we go into the store page and we go on down to... Where are we here? Because we do have wood chips to sell. Is it that much better? Biomass heating plant. 89, so it's kind of like the same price. But what about silage? I thought it took silage. Oh, it doesn't. It only takes wood chips, apparently. I thought that took silage. Guess I'm wrong. I mean, so I don't know why I'm going and look. It's not, it's not taking it. I'm just kind of curious. What was I looking at here? Oh, wait a minute. It does have to be a wrapped. So it only takes bales of silage? That is a silage bale, right? Because that would be straw. So it's got to be wrapped, apparently. Alright. Well, even if it's wrapped, shouldn't it show me... Alright, I got to think about that just a little bit. I thought that was a silage bale, and I'm like, okay, does that have to be a bale, or can I just... Well, it doesn't matter. It's down. We got another sell point here. And I almost forgot. I do got one more thing I want to do. So I'll meet you on down there. And where is down here? Well, we're here at the restaurant. I have a name for the restaurant. So let me go ahead and jump on out. And we have to go back in here to construction. Click on it, rename, and hopefully it fits. Lord of the... No, it won't fit. I want to name it Lord of the Wings, like chicken wings. But it's not going to fit. So we'll just name it Lord Wings, I guess. All right, that'll have to do. Lord of the Wings. Sure. Why can't I? we need longer name tags in here. All right. So if I come in here and if I go up to bread, where's the bread? Bread. They don't take bread here? Did I not sell bread here? Apparently not. I thought we sold bread here. Can we not sell bread at the restaurant? That seems kind of weird. Maybe we sold the tomatoes here. Alright. It is what it is. But yeah, Lord Wings. I could have named it Lord of the Fries as well. But that's the name for the restaurant now. Lord Wings. Because who does not like a good chicken wing? That's all I got to say. So now he's got to come up with a name for the supermarket. Now we got the biomass heating plant. I don't know what I'm going to name that. If anything at all. But there we go. So yeah, we got some work to do here in the month of March. I got that field down below we got to take care of. Get the tree stump grinder. Oh, I was going to show you that tree stump grinder. So if you come on down to, like they said, in skid steer loader tools, if you come down here, so it's only 2,500. I'm trying to figure out, can I attach that to the front loader? No, that definitely can only go on to a skid steer. That's for darn sure, and that we don't have. So that would be a nice cheap lease. We're talking only 127 bucks. But I'm going to have to go right on up, back up to, no, not mulchers. It's under forestry. Yep, this one right here. So I'm going to have to lease this for $1,200 to take care of a few tree stumps. But it is what it is. The good thing is we do got some cash sitting in the bank account. I need more cash though, because like I said, this year I am really looking to getting a combine harvester, so I have to lease one. Because renting that Rosslamash last year, it looked cheap at first, but in the long run I think it cost me like 13 to 14 grand having it for as long as I did, maybe even more than that. So it's getting to the point now where we got the cash, and once we get the combine harvester and also I don't really need to buy a fertilizer spreader right off. I mean, something we will have, but I'm talking about purchasing and owning the combine harvester. Once we have that, we got the real basis of what we need. But as we do know, here in a couple months time, when we start selling this furniture at $2,000 a pop, we're going to have a good amount of money coming on in, so we'll have to see. And plus I got 11,000 liters of furniture in storage, so that's 11 more crates right there that I need to take care of. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in No Man's Land. But until then, have a good one.